Good evening, people. My name is JR and I am the front room gunner. Welcome back. We're here on the back of a poor result on the weekend where it finished Burnley 1, Arsenal 1. Really disappointing result. I thought that was a great chance to kind of capitalise and get some much needed points onto the table. Instead, we come out with a draw, which for me, it feels like a defeat, if I'm honest with you. And if I'm honest with you, I don't even blame Arteta. I've heard some people say that Pepe should have started, that Martinelli should have started, that William shouldn't have started, even though he did assist a goal. In my opinion, none of those things really matter. I think the team that we started with was strong enough to win. We had the likes of Partey on the pitch. We had Tierney on the pitch, Pablo, Marie, etc. We had a good team that was starting. And I think we let ourselves down, if I'm honest with you. I thought there were some great opportunities in that first half that we didn't take those chances. Aubameyang, yes, you got the goal, but he had another great opportunity. Saka had another great opportunity. I don't want to be too hard on the guy because he's been playing brilliant for us, but we got to take those opportunities, because I always feel sometimes that when we miss those chances, and we've done it a few times, something's going to happen later on in the match, and it's going to, you're going to remember those opportunities earlier on in the match, and that's exactly what happened. We can dwell on the Leno and Xhaka calamity, whether it was Leno's fault or Xhaka's fault, but do you know what? I don't really care, to be quite honest. Really and truly, we should be beating them anyway, But also sometimes, the fact was, just kick it out. Do you know what I'm saying? It's sometimes don't don't play it out from the back, just boot it out, So we made a number of bad decisions. We had some poor decisions that went against us, obviously. The Pepe situation, that's a definite penalty. I don't think there's two ways to look at that, to be quite honest. I don't understand why VAR didn't pull that up, the first one, and say that's a definite penalty. I still don't understand, even after the match, they're trying to explain it. He was in close proximity or something. What? That's a penalty. Any other team, that's a penalty. And to be quite honest, when we talk about Arsenal's bad luck, I kind of feel that we've had a lot of decisions against us this season. The Mane situation where he clearly elbowed Kieran Tierney in the first half against Liverpool. That's a sending off. If he's off, that's a different match. We had the Luiz situation. I mean, come on. A penalty and sending him off. Ridiculous. He barely touched the guy, and it definitely wasn't a penalty, We've had the situation where Martinez for Villa hauling down Lacazette in the box. No penalty, nothing. So those decisions, if they go another way, the matches are completely different. Which is the disappointing thing about it. I mean, I was looking at a stat the other day which showed that in terms of the VAR overturns, where for the Big Six, where we've had the decision turned in our favour, so to speak, Arsenal are bottom of that. We've had one decision overturned in our favour. Who is top? Man United with 7 decisions. I mean, they've got the Bruno Fernandes. He's good at jumping in the box, so it is what it is. He's a pro at it. But I'm not going to make that excuse, because sometimes I do believe that you've got to make your own luck, and I don't think we make our own luck sometimes. I think sometimes as well we are very good at starting a match too late. I think sometimes we start after when we need to kick into gear. We should be starting from the beginning, wanting to win that match. And I think sometimes we're a bit fearful. We're not proactive in actually trying to get that goal. And even in the other day at the weekend when we did get the goal early, then we get to lackluster. We get a bit complacent and we do silly things like Xhaka and Leno and, passing it to the opposition for them to score. Absolutely ridiculous. So is it bad luck? Or is it poor decisions? I don't know. Are we just not good enough? I tell you what, I'm going to leave it at this. I personally believe that we lack confidence. I think that's one thing. But one of the key things that we lack, I'm not going to blame Arteta because I don't even think it's wholly his fault or anything like that. I think the guys lack killer instinct though. I do think when we've got that chance to kill off the game, we don't take it on many occasions, and that has cost us. It cost us on a weekend, for example. And I think that's something that's got to change. If we're gonna compete at the top level, then that's something that has to change because we're playing good football at times, you know, but we're not showing it for 90 minutes. We get complacent, you know. Finish your chances, finish your dinner, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it there. We're going to touch base for the Olympiacos match. We'll do a pre-match conversation and a post-match as well. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, take care. Have a good night. Have a good evening. Bless.